I'm glad to introduce to you now Abigail, or Abi Cervantes. She is a 2012 graduate of Lydia Patterson.
Well, good morning, everybody, Bishop, and members of the Rio Grande Conference. As Ms. Laura said, my name is Abi Cervantes, and I am a 2012 graduate of Lydia Patterson Institute. It is a tremendous blessing and honor to stand here before you to share my eternal gratitude to the United Methodist Church for changing my life specifically for the better. I stand before you today as a brand new nurse as of May 5th of this year. Thank you very much. I obtained my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing at Nebraska Methodist College. It has definitely been a long and an arduous journey, but because of you, each of you, my future is bright. There's a lot that needs to be said about Lydia Patterson. You saw that video. You can listen to Dr. Leanda. However, I am here to talk to you about the life and the story of two young girls who were, as said, talented, but doomed to a life of poverty and hardship. And that's my sister Claudia and me. Our parents are hardworking men people that, because of the economic climate in Juarez, struggled financially. My father is a laborer for a construction company, and my mom has worked her way up to becoming a nurse's aide. You see, in Mexico, with the completion of the 8th grade comes the end of free education. When this time came, my parents were faced with the realization that they couldn't afford for my sister or I to continue our education. I cannot imagine what a horrible realization that must be for any parent. But thankfully, in 2008, my mom heard of a contest sponsored by a radio station that would award a scholarship to a student who would write an essay about the importance of education. And by God's grace, my sister Claudia was selected and entered Lydia Patterson Institute that fall. I followed her a year afterwards and spent my 10th, 11th, and 12th grades there. It was a great 3 years for me. But don't get me wrong, attending Lydia Patterson Institute wasn't all that easy. To begin with, I didn't speak English. It wasn't really all that developed, but Lydia Patterson prepared me, and all the way to being able to finish a college education with that. During my time at Lydia Patterson, I had to wake up every day at 4 in the morning to be at the bus stop by around 5:30. I would catch 2 buses that would drive me to the International Bridge by around 6:30. So I would cross and walk to Lydia Patterson and had to be there by 7 because, as you saw in the video, I had to work before school to earn that scholarship. As you saw, all scholarship students have to work either before school, during lunchtime, or after school to earn that scholarship. And I guess there is some truth to there's no free lunch, right? In many evenings, I did not return home until 8 or 9 p.m. due to various school activities. I was vice president of the student council. I played 4 sports. I was involved in the lay ministry program, and I, with some other students, led every weekly chapel service. That meant that much of my studying was done on the buses to and from La Lydia or during lunchtime. Yes, it was a struggle, but it was definitely worth every minute of lost sleep. If we fast forward to today and see the results of your love and support, my sister Claudia graduated in May of 2015 from Nebraska Methodist College with a degree in respiratory therapy. This also made her the first in our family to graduate with a professional degree. And as I mentioned before, I have finally reached my dream of becoming a nurse. You see, thanks to you, we are on our way to successful lives. I shudder to think what it would be of our lives without Lydia Patterson and the United Methodist Church. I look around at many of my middle school friends who did not get a chance to continue their education, and they are now working at factories making around $35 a week with no hope for their future. I am eternally grateful for you, Rio Grande Conference. God bless you for your love and for your support to the students of Lydia Patterson. Claudia and I are close to the end of our education process, but there are hundreds more waiting for the same opportunity. I encourage you to support La Lydia with your prayers and your finances. A young 14-year-old girl or boy in Ciudad Juarez needs your help. Thank you very much.